What's so funny, TSM?
It's the makeup nurse, you better fix your ways. The makeup nurse, she bout to fix your face. It's the makeup nurse, you better fix your ways. It's the makeup nurse, she bout to fix your face. Makeup nurse, the 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 makeup. Yeah, it's the makeup nurse, you better fix your ways. The makeup nurse, she bout to fix your face. It's the makeup nurse, yeah. It's the makeup nurse, she bout to fix your face. Makeup.
I'm back! Welcome back to my channel. The struggle is real with the makeup nurse. Today is Tarte Tuesday. And it's also International Day to End Obstetric Fistula and Taffy Day and Lucky Penny Day. So let's get started. And we're going to start with this Tarte Baba Balm moisturizer. Oh, my face really needs this. All right. Now we're going to use the Tarte shadowing or Tarte Too Faced Shadow Insurance for eye primer. All right, I'm going to use the chocolate gold palette from Too Faced, and it smells like chocolate. It smells so good. All right, we're gonna go in with, for transition shade, we're gonna go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Matte Eyeshadow in the shade Amaretto. Yeah, I think so. This is supposed to smell like chocolate. I don't know if I smell it. Maybe I do. No, I don't know. I'm gonna try to go up closer to my brow because I have hooded eyes and I don't usually go up. Like I try to go up high enough and sometimes I don't. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with, what do we have? You know what? Let's go in with the black, so the Decadent shade. Let's just go black. I love this palette. I got this from Beauty and More with Renee. I love anything scented. So anybody, you know, and she knows that how obsessed I am with like the Too Faced and all that. And it's the scent. Okay, anyway, enough about that. Living Lavish. Let's go in with that shade. This is a beautiful palette, too. The Cinnamon Swirl, I love. That was my favorite one. And the Peach one was my second. I don't know. This might be my favorite between this and I don't know. Those three palettes. I do really love this palette. Does it taste like chocolate? Did I just get some in my mouth? Or am I just hallucinating? Because I know like the bronzers, you get it a little in your mouth and it's like, oh, chocolate. I just got like a sweet. I am hungry. All right, let's put a little bit of that. Let's put a little bit of new money to brighten it up a little bit, right in the middle here, the edge. Okay, now let's use this Tarte Awake by Tarte, and it's the Sunshine Stick. I thought it was a liquid highlight for the longest time. If you saw previous videos, I thought it was a liquid highlight and I was using it, and then I saw somewhere that it's not. It's like a eye cream or something. I'm still kind of confused on what it is. So now I put it under my eyes, like it's an eye, like cream moisturizer or whatever. Anyway, we are going to go in with the Tarte eyeliner, if I can find it, in my disaster here. Oh my gosh, it was right in front of my eyes. If it was Snake Country, I would have got bitten. Okay, even though this is black, I'm gonna make the wing. Then I'm going to just use this for the bottom. Keep it kind of dark. I'll fix that spot. Okay, we're going to use the Too Faced Hangover Primer. Okay, now we're going to use the Tarte Sea Lotion, and I've used this every Tuesday for a while, and I still have plenty in here. Okay, now we're going to use the Tarte Sea Hydro Flex Serum Foundation. Ooh. I probably, and it's very watery, but maybe I need to shake it up. That just like, that's a little bit better, but it's still obviously watery. It's serum. Yeah, all right. Now we're going to use the Too Faced Mr. Perfect brush. See, look at how nice that looks. I do like that. Okay, we're gonna use the Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer. I have more of this than the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, so this is the Shape Tape Ultra Creamy, which I have more of, so. Because I got 2 of those in the box after I had the actual Shape Tape one, and I used that for a long time. So it's about empty. Alright, now we're going to use the Tarte Cream Bronzer in the shade Breezy. This is about gone as well. Uh-oh, something not good's happening. Oh my gosh, you guys. So, I was on my way to work yesterday, and I'm at a stoplight. I'm not used to this Boston traffic. You know, I come from a very small town in Illinois with of 800 people, and I'm out in the I lived out in the country of this small town with cornfields all around me. The worst I had to deal with was getting behind a tractor and having to try to pass the tractor. And so anyway, I'm on my way to work, and this person's honking at me, and yes, I'm used to people honking at me because I try to follow the rules. Like, it'll say no turn on red to take a right turn, so I'm sitting there and people will honk at me. Anyway, so I'm talking to Ken on the phone on my way to work. And I was actually just telling him how nice of a drive it actually was. Like, it was less like chaotic. I'm like, and I see, it was, you know, the day I'm filming this, it was a Friday. So yesterday was a Friday, so this is Saturday. And anyway, I'm like, I see school buses, so oh, this is the Peach Bloom Lip and Cheek Tint in the shade Peach Glow this time. And I'm like, so I don't know what the difference is. Maybe people are just taking days off because it was a Friday, whatever. It's a nice day. This person is honking at me, and Ken's like, is someone honking at you? And I'm like, probably. I'm always getting honked at. Didn't think anything of it. Okay, let's see if there's anything left out of this Tarte Shape Tape setting powder. Oh, yep, there's a little bit. Okay, but anyway, so she's laying on her horn, and I'm just like, whatever. So then I kind of look back, and she's motioning me move up. There's a little bit of room for me, but I'm in like a bigger vehicle that I'm not used to. I'm in like a Honda CR-V, which is an SUV, and I really am used to smaller cars because I'm short. So I'm always paranoid that like I'm gonna get too close to their car and hit it. So I do like to leave a little bit of room, but I didn't have that much room. And she's motioning me to move up, and I just ignored her. I'm like, because she wanted to like squeeze through to go take a right and get in the right turn lane. And there was like 3 cars ahead of me, right? And all right, we're gonna use the Too Faced Do You. Now, when we're going to use, where's my brush? Hold on. Snake country again. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I just ignored her. You know, I'm like, whatever, you can wait, dude. Well, or lady. And so she's honking, and finally she gets out of her vehicle and starts coming at me, like up to like she's gonna come at my window at a stoplight, and she's like 4 or 5 cars back now, or because there's like 3 or 4 ahead of me, well maybe 3. And so now I'm like, really, lady? So I'm like putting in gear to try to inch up a little bit, so she gets back in her car, and then I'm sorry, I was at this time I'm irritated. I'm on the phone with my husband this entire time, and he's like, what is going on? So she goes by me, she drives by me, and I flip her the bird. So she stops. Now she's the only person in the right lane, but in the middle. And obviously, if she has time for that. So anyway, she stops the car, opens her car, and I'm like this, you know, and so she's like, really? You're gonna do this on this beautiful Friday day? And I'm like, I wasn't doing anything. You're the one who couldn't wait 30 seconds for the light to turn green. And it's not like I was purposely not letting you go through. I just didn't feel comfortable inching up. And I mean, the people here are so rude. And like all together, like there's obviously a lot of nice people, but there's a lot of rude people here. Okay, now we're going to use the Too Faced bronzer. And this is the Chocolate Soleil. It smells like chocolate. But anyway, so, and then she gets back in her car, the light turns green. And I pass her. So obviously, she didn't get much further by her waking up and choosing violence. And, especially if it's a beautiful Friday day, don't you want your window down and just enjoying life and not be so violent? Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm used to getting honked at here because that's all I get. But so anyway, I drove by her and flipped her the bird again, and oh gosh. I probably shouldn't have done that. That was probably not nice, but hey, I don't know. Anyway, it was really scary for me because, man, people like with road rage, they can get psycho, and people have been murdered over road rage, and it's like, oh my gosh. And I'm 4'10", so I'm smaller than any woman, man, obviously, and she seemed like a tall woman, and she was obviously angry. I hope her day got better, because I just laughed the rest of the day. I was telling my coworkers that, and they're like, yeah, Jamie, people don't like to wait here, and they don't follow the rules. I mean, they tell me every day, yeah, the no turn on red is a suggestion here in Massachusetts. I'm like, oh my gosh. And people just like blow red lights here, and like it's like not even a thing. And I never seen a cop pull anybody over for that. I've seen school buses run red lights. And with Ken getting hit by a school bus, that kind of freaks me out of why they would drive like that, especially with kids on the bus, never mind a passenger. And there's bicyclists that are like driving, and like every day I'm like, oh my gosh, am I going to see someone get hit on a bicycle because of the way not only the cars drive, but they like, and people just like walk out like in the middle of traffic, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just too much for me. I told my coworker, I'm like, I might have to give my 30 days and go to a different state. I was joking. I'm not going to do that to them. But she's like, no, you'll get used to it. I'm like, oh my gosh.